Only a few months ago, Ben and I had been married in this small Norman church, and now I stood under the elms, abject with misery, waiting for the Reverend Roland Foxworth to begin the burial service. I was living a nightmare. Once I had been Miss Ellie Simons, resigned, if not content, with my lot as an overage, overweight virgin. Tipping the scales at 13 stone wasn't so bad. I had my work as an interior designer, my cat Tobias, and my motley kith and kin had reduced social contact to the annual Christmas card. Then, fate had struck in the form of an invitation to a family reunion at the home of Uncle Merlin, an ancient eccentric, who had spent the last half-century walled up in his castle on the cliffs above the village of Chitterton Fells. To go or not to go? Was it worthier in the mind to spend 2 days being the butt of familial fat jokes, or to send a gracious decline, knowing full well that Aunt Astrid and her flawless daughter Vanessa would be snickering up their mink cuffs at my refusal to show my face and attendant chins? Impetuously, I telephoned eligibility escorts, and before I could rethink my pride and principles, its proprietress, Mrs. Swabbercher, had rented me Bentley T. Haskell, darkly handsome one-time chef, now aspiring writer of porno prose, to accompany me for the fateful weekend. And what a weekend! Uncle Merlin was a toothless personage in a wee willy winky nightcap. The other relations were at each other's throats from sunrise to sunset. As for Bentley T. Haskell, I swiftly came to feel I had grossly overpaid for his escorting services. The man was snotty, defensive, irreligious. He immediately turned his lascivious eyes on Cousin Vanessa and had the effrontery to turn nasty when, under the extreme provocation of mounting tension, I made a little slip and announced that he and I were engaged to be married. Naturally, I had every intention of doing the decent thing and setting him free. A few weeks later, however, events took a tortuous turn.